Hello everyone, my name is Neha and I'm here today to conclude the amazing Momathon series with the last session today of play therapy. Now you can discover more about a person in an hour of play than a year full of conversation by them. This was said by the famous Plato. And here I am today to speak about play and play therapy. Now, play is fundamental to your child's learning and development. It helps for the holistic development, simultaneously working on physical, cognitive, imaginative, creative, emotional, and social skills of a child. Now, play is basically fun, right? So, how can it really work in all those areas is what we can see today. Why does a child need play? Now, we as adults communicate using nonverbal communications, a lot of facial expressions, our gestures, and speech. But children really do not have those words or communication skills when they're infants or babies. And play becomes their most natural and universal, uh, point of communication. Play is natural, and that's the way they learn new skills. They learn fine motor skills, gross motor skills, they learn how to communicate, they even learn their practical life skills and a lot of academic concepts like the car is moving fast, it's moving slow, you playing the drum really fast or playing the drum slow, etc. They learn a lot about themselves, their likes, dislikes, strengths, weaknesses, create situations where they can play nicely or even problem solve to that extent. And most importantly, as children playing, they learn a lot of human social skills like sharing, turn taking, trusting another individual, and initiating any kind of interaction or communication, being independent, and most importantly, helping each other. And the foundation of all this is simply that play is fun. Now, why does a child need play therapy? Is there something wrong with our child? Is what is the first question that normally parents ask us. Now, as an adult, when we feel frustrated, overwhelmed, tired, what do? We just sometimes meditate, we go to the spa, or we go to the parlor to get a nice facial and pedicure. But what do you think our kids need to do? They also need a place and an environment where they can unwind. And do they have a spa for kids? Not really. I think a toy room and a place to play is their spa. So basically, as adults get overwhelmed, kids do get overwhelmed as well. And play therapy, in a way, is child led counseling, where we give children a very safe environment where they can be free and express all their emotions. So, a play therapy room or a play therapy area has a chair and a therapist sitting there? No, it's a candy store for the child. It has loads of art materials, musical instruments, puppet books, sand trays, a lot of sensorial materials that the child can enjoy and play out all the experiences and emotions that the child is facing. So, if the child is really angry, we can really ask the child to channelize and direct that anger and frustration by playing the drums. Or if the child is feeling very empathetic, can act out and project that love and empathy through role play. So we really ask for help when we as adults need it, and so do children in the form of play. So, using play therapy, children can ask for help, they can enact different real life situations in a safe, enclosed environment with a person that they really trust. The one mantra that we as adults need to follow is the child leads and we follow. No directions, no authorization, no telling the child what to do. Simply, the child leads and I follow. Now, children can either learn through play, which is fun, or they can learn through instruction, which is extremely boring, confusing, and stressful. Imagine following an entire list of instructions for the next 1 hour or 45 minutes of how you need to cook and take care of the house. Not at all. So imagine if you do that while you're playing with the kid. Hey, draw like this. Do it between the lines. Put the man on the block. Put the box or put the toys in the box. Play like this. Play like that. The child is like, oh, get away from me. So, you really do not need to give a lot of instructions during play. Just let them free, let them enjoy. This way, the child learns a lot of coping up skills, compassionate, of sharing, a lot of self confidence builds because then this is child motivated, child led, and child directed. Hence, play should be completely adult hands off and child hands on. Now, through play therapy, what does a child actually gain? Loads and loads of benefits. The first most important thing is a child develops logical and creative thinking because the child really has to think how to manipulate and how to play with these toys and materials in front of him. He improves his fine and gross motor skills because he has to use this, right? He develops language and communication because there is some kind of initiation and interaction happening. And of course, you work towards relationship building, of developing a nice peer group, social group, group skills of playing board games and sports, etc. It's all about the team, right? And it helps in social, economic, emotional, sorry, and sensorial regulations where a child can actually understand how he or she is feeling and how they need to kind of deal with these feelings. And most importantly, they connect to the outside world. Now, there are many children globally who are completely disconnected with their present, with the present times. We say that these children are right now in their own world. So many parents do ask, how do I get my child to the present? How do I get my child to the now? And the answer to this is play therapy. Now, to understand how, we first need to understand what are the different types of play generally children engage in and what are the different stages of development that a child goes through